Hi Pep, David McDonald from the Daily Mirror. Your team have scored 158 goals this season, been rightly praised for the attacking style, but the last few games have been a lot tighter, the 1-0 wins over Tottenham and Burnley. And your team have shown a different side to their character, to their play in those games, digging out a result with a character and mentality. How important is that going to be in the next week or two in terms of the title run-in? And how impressed have you been with the ability to do that when they're not playing with so many goals scoring?
Well, I think we played for score more goals. So, but the way sometimes in the last games of the season when everybody play for something, always the games are more tight. The people take with more caution about what happened. We play for the Premier League, and sometimes a little bit your mind is thinking about what's going to happen. So that is normal, but important is, in Burnley we didn't concede one shot on target, we didn't concede one corner away, and that is awesome. That is incredible for our side, and we create enough chances to score more goals. And Monday we're going to try the same.
Is that your message to the players though now? It's not about scoring lots of goals or pretty football, it's about getting the job done and getting the points in the final 2 games.
But to do a job done you have to score goals. Especially if you score 2 or 3, the job will be easier. So never said when you score 1 goal now forget to attack or more just to defend, but sometimes you have to defend because the opponents are better. So we're playing good. So no, we're going to try to create chances and concede few and win the game. And we can score more. The last minutes will be more. It will be easier.
I know you're thinking of the now, but I wonder if I can take you away from the now for 30 seconds and thinking of what's happened this season that's different to last season. What I mean by that is how do you maintain the concentration of the players, the intensity? Was it less of you than last season, more of the coaching staff? What's different compared to last season?
No, I said the difference is Liverpool. We did the same job. So the staff work a lot, all departments, I think all the club, and the players, of course. They are the reason why. But I think we maintained the same level. That it was the target in the beginning. We were able every 3 days maintaining there until the end, and we did it. When right now we are 1 point in front. So against Liverpool, when I saw the way they play in Camp Nou and said, wow, we are in that level, because they show me incredible good things, Liverpool in Camp Nou, and Barcelona as well, to keep this phase and beat them 3-0. So they lost, I think, 1 game in the Premier League, and now here in semi-finals, but we have more than 20 points for the 3rd position, the 4th and the 5 and the 6 in the league. So I didn't expect, honestly, when we arrived, I didn't expect to maintain that level, because always when you have 100 points, everybody can think or start to think, now we don't do what we have to do, a little bit less because we are good, because we won. And it was completely the opposite. Every 3 days in all competitions, we try to play and to try to win. Sometimes it didn't happen, so it's football. We accept when we lose and shake hands for the opponents and congratulate them. But arriving this stage, 2 games left, we needed 12 points after 100 points, and being there, that is the most satisfaction I have as a manager. It's not easy, really, honestly, it's not easy. And they did it again. And now, still we have 3 days, 2 days, 2 days and 3 days before Monday game, and try to win the game and go to Brighton to have in our hands the chance to be champion there.
And is there a day in this season that you thought, I'm not sure if we're going the right way, and all of a sudden the team surprised you? A moment in the season that comes into your mind?
No, even when we lost the 2 games, in a row, Crystal Palace and Leicester. In December it was a little bit. We were not playing in the same, maybe intensity as usual, but you can understand 11 months. But the reason why we're 7 points behind in that moment is because Liverpool was unstoppable, make a row with a lot of games winning, and that's why. But after that, when the people have no desire, we cannot do 12 games in a row winning, So I think in general, we were incredible stable, incredible high profile, in every game being there. That is my feeling, and and that's why we still again concede few goals, but most importantly, we concede few chances in every single game. They didn't shoot too much, and we score a lot of goals. In every game we create a lot of chances, even in important sides, important games. In the top sides we make, except one defeat in Stamford Bridge and draw in Liverpool, we won all the games. So it's incredible what we have done. So, but will make more sense if we are able to lift the Premier League.
Hi Pep, I'm Jerry Jacks from The Guardian. You say about how you've been able to maintain the level of last season. Is that basically because of leadership? So within reason, whichever 11 players you choose, you kind of got 10 or 11 leaders out there who can win, know how to come back from a difficult situation?
Yeah, it's much better to have a lot of leaders than just one. It's much better. I prefer they can lead what they feel than I lead them. So I suggest them more than lead them what we have to do. But the end responsibility, they have to be in their hands, and in that case in their feet, on their heads, to do that. So especially after defeat in Champions League, that was a point like, wow, they show me incredible. So after that game with a tough, pass to, we are in semi-final, and 1 second later we are out, and 2 days and half, 12:30, and Saturday. So thank you, Premier League. And 12:30 play there, and after the tough moment, and fight with the incredible sunshine, with the humidity, and it was a tough day, and the people fought like incredible team as Tottenham, and after go on Old Trafford, and after go to Barley, when everybody expected we're going to draw points, we didn't draw points there. So that showed me incredible, and that is not the manager or the staff to leading something. It's the personality of the players to do. In that moment, I like to see the teams, not when we win 10 games in a row, 8 games in a row, and everybody is more comfortable and the mood is good. In that moment, we were so sad, everybody in the club, and in that moment, we did it. And that showed me a lot of things.
As a coach, can you draw that out of different players, the leadership qualities, or do they have to have it in them from the start? Can you bring that out? Can you develop that?
I like sometimes the personality. Sometimes you realize the people who talk a lot, and the personality is when the start goes on and how they react in the bad moments. That is their personality, and how they stand up in the bad moments during the game, or after one defeat, a big defeat. And in 2 seasons they did it. Last season, for example, we make an incredible 3-0 in Old Trafford, in Anfield, and after arrive here in against United. In the first half it was 4-5-0, and after we lose the game, and after again we play incredible the first half against Liverpool, to score 2 or 3 goals, and after, when they scored we fell down, but after we went to Tottenham and we won 0-2. So the people react well when we have a knockout in our faces, but in the same time now it's not time to take a defeat, because if that's happened, we are not going to win the 2 titles we are in course.
Hi Pep, Paul Hurst from The Times. You've been involved in one title race that's gone down to the final week before with Barcelona in your second year, I think. What was the most important thing that you remember from that week about you and your players that got you over the line?
The job you have to do. If you want to anticipate if you win or you lose and thinking about the hypothetical things is going to happen, that is a big mistake. So every player has to know what they have to do in the game. So at the end is what we have done. Of course, adapting the quality from Leicester player and after Brighton. But the job. What you mean a team is stable is what you have to do. If you win or lose, no. That's why the tactics is important, to know what you have to do, everybody. Training as much as possible these days, and know exactly what you have to do. Because if it doesn't work, now exactly we know why it doesn't work. Because we don't do what we spoke, what we talk, what we're training. That is the best way to do it. Approach him like it's a normal single game. That is the best way. What we prepare in Carabao Cup in the first round or FA Cup the first round, the same way we're going to prepare the Leicester. That is the best way to prepare the important games.
Do you see that focus from your players that you've got now? Do they have that same kind of...
They had 2 days off. They had 2 days off, and after they came yesterday, our training was a little bit okay the first day, but today they came back. And today they training strong, yeah. And still we have 2 more days, so tomorrow we'll speak more about Leicester and prepare the game. They will be ready. They will be ready. They know exactly what they're playing for. So 11 months fighting for being there. So I think maybe we can lose, of course, but I don't think they are going to drop, the tension what they have to do.
Hi, Pep. Jack Gorn from the Mail. With the 192 points that you've got over the 2 seasons so far, and being able to come back every week and win games, is this the most satisfied you've ever been as a manager?
Yeah, it's the toughest league I ever played since I'm manager. This one, yeah, the toughest one. For the quality from the rival, yeah, no doubts. That's why being there, it's incredible. But of course, so only one, will take the prize, and the other one will be at home set.
Well, where would you rank it for you as an achievement over your career to be able to
being there? A lot. One of the biggest ones. The biggest ones, yeah. Sure.
Just on that Jack said, is there more pride and enjoyment in what your players have done this season than last, given the way that they have gone again? They've not looked at the 100 points and thought, we've done it. The way they've reacted to the injuries you had, the way they've reacted to the challenge of Liverpool. Is there more pride and enjoyment this season from your point of view?
Being here, we have to win to give credit, that more credit, of course. But the fact, I would not say that 100 points was bad, and we are not satisfied with what we have done last season. I'm not going saying that, but in the same time, we were 7 points. Especially, you give credit to the titles and how huge is our rival, and it is. So in my career as a manager, I played with against incredible sides, but there are especially 2. There was wow. One is Barca Luis Enrique with Neymar, Messi, and Luis Suarez in front. The second one is this Liverpool. I think it's the best 2 sides I ever faced, as a manager. And that's why being there in our hands and fighting against them until the end, being 7 points, but after 100 points, when you are 7 points behind, you can say it's done. We did it last season. And opposite of that, we still, we were like a stone, and after that, we arrived here.
And to be 7 points behind and not give up and come back like you've done, despite, and I know you won't ever look for excuses, Pep, but you've had so many players out, key players out for long times this season, and a lot of teams would have been floored by that, but your players have come through all of that as well.
Yeah, what I said many times, but at the end we will be judged for the results. So I hear sometimes about words about the game from Liverpool and Barcelona was not good or bad decisions. I don't know what they can do more. Yeah, maybe score a goal or maybe they had the chances. But I was there a few years as a manager, and after I went there twice as an opponent, and going there as an opponent and playing Camp Nou is really not easy, and they did it incredible. And like they did it incredible, I give a lot of credit to, or more credit for Barcelona to beat, 3-0 to Liverpool. And last season was incredible, but this season we fought against an incredible team. Have everything, physicality, runs in behind. They improve a lot in the positional game. They attack when they defend the deeper. Sometimes before they had the problems, now they solve it well. So defensively, they concede few goals. So that's why I'm so delighted, after what happened, because I didn't expect, get the point that we got this season so far after we have done last season. With the tendency the human being is relax a little bit, and after we're in the toughest moments in the period, November, December, we're 7 points before. When we played here against them, it was We lost by 10 points. And we had that feeling in November, December, they are not going to drop many points. And you have to then, okay, it's gone. And it was completely the opposite, but not just in competition, in the Champions League, in the way we live, in the Carabao Cup, in the FA Cup. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my players and all the club organization, all the staff that help us to be in there. But in the same time, we have to be realistic. Now it looks like a farewell issue, a last press conference to analyze, what you have done so far. Still, the truth is you have the 2 games, tough games, and you have to be focusing and doing a good game, because Leicester, again, I was really impressed with what I saw, the way they play. Okay, thank you.